A small town by the water, where dreams of stardom flicker like fireflies in the night. But beneath the surface, shadows lurk, plagues awaken, beasts from the deep, and gates that lead to unimaginable terror. From the heartfelt halls of Cape Side to the occasional blood-soaked screens of horror, one man bridged the worlds of teen angst and spine-chilling screens. James Van Der Beek, the iconic Dawson Leary who captured the hearts of a generation in the 90s with Dawson's Creek and Varsity Blues, also dared to dive into the dark side. He faced a killer virus in The Plague, battled a monstrous creature in Eye of the Beast, lost his mind to a clown in Final Draft, and even parodied horror in Scary Movie and that unforgettable Dawson's Creek episode, Escape from Witch Island. In his final role, he guards the gates to pure evil. Today, on episode 127 of the Red River Horror Podcast, we pay tribute to the Beak, a star who shone bright in the 90s and left a mark on pop culture forever. Though he's gone too soon, his legacy screams on. Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Red River Horror Podcast, where the channels of fear wind through the shadows of your darkest nightmares. From cursed horror films and bone-chilling tales to whispered interviews and the desolate echoes of abandoned places, we explore every sinister current. Grip your oars tightly and brace for the journey ahead. Now, guiding you through the murky waters, your host, Joe Zakrzewski, joined by Red River Horror founder, Eddie Caiazzo.
All right, welcome back to the Red River Horror Podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Joe Zakrzewski, joined by RedRiverHorror.com founder, Eddie Caiazzo. Hey, Ed, how's it going?
Joe, it's great to be with you today, even under these circumstances. We're going to have some fun.
Yeah.
We're going to go down memory lane and bring the Red River Horror viewers and listeners along with us.
Yeah, it's a shame. Rest in peace, James Van Der Beek. Just a reminder, as like we've talked about getting older, just hit the 40 mark. At 45, make sure you start getting your colon screenings. Colorectal cancer is a motherfucker, and it can go straight to hell. But you know, that's what took James Van Der Beek's life. I know a couple other people that was, their end. It's a long, unknown process whether you're going to make it or not, and unfortunately, not everybody does, and it usually catches you at a younger age. So be mindful. Just wanted to get out there for anybody who's listening. Go to the doctor. So, and if you're scared to, here's the good news. So I had my first checkup since turning 40, and I asked my doctor, I say, hey, is our relationship about to change? Are things going to get more intimate? And she said, no, we don't do that anymore. So your prostate gets checked by blood work now. So anybody who's nervous about that, you're fine.
Yeah.
So fuck cancer.
Yeah.
And hail to James Van Der Beek, who I remember, I think I watched a couple episodes of Dawson's Creek that never really stuck with me. I think my sister watched it.
Oh, I guarantee she watched it. That was all the rage when we were in grade school. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the whole he was the name of the show, but everyone else seemed to hop off a little further. So like Katie Holmes had the quicker rise.
Yeah.
Joshua Jackson did pretty well, right?
I thought
he had the success before too.
He did, and it's so weird, Joe. Just because when you're that age, when you're, we were in grade school. When you're that age, you don't think about it. How even like 3 years is a very long period of time. So by the time Dawson's Creek took off, and, of course, I love the movie Cruel Intentions. Joshua Jackson's in that. I had no idea he was Charlie from the Mighty Ducks. Literally no idea at any of that time. And I'm like, oh, okay.
It didn't click.
No, because he was a kid, and then he was a teenager, and then he was an adult.
Yeah, no, he's had a really solid run without being I guess never being an A-list. I have no idea how those rankings work. But also Michelle Williams in there too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm sure we could keep going, but
well, her own horror history. I think about it. She was in Halloween 20 years later. Obviously, from Dawson's Creek, she was one of the it girls at the time. But now, I mean, I think, does Michelle Williams have an Academy Award? I know her career skyrocketed. She is A-list.
You got one for Cold Mountain.
Wow. Okay.
I think the Civil War movie.
Hmm.
Yeah. I
Unbelievable.
mean, a lot of those horror movies that we came of age with, a lot of these stars were plucked from shows like Dawson's Creek.
Yes.
So your Nev Campbell's, your Jennifer Love Hewitt, like all the teen drama, like those popular teen dramas is where they pulled the star power from to sell it to the young folks when we were young.
It was a winning
So
formula for sure.
yeah, oh, it worked. So and we still love them. We got more Scream coming.
We have more Scream coming, and we'll get to that because we got some good connections here. But when you brought the idea for this episode up, I was thinking, all right, how can we tie James Van Der Beek to horror? Because that I know that he didn't make his career in the horror space, and anybody's welcome in horror. So I love the fact that we were able to kind of go down this road, do some digging, and find the work that he did do in the horror space. But just Joe, I mean, you know me probably maybe my pop culture journey and all that stuff and my tastes in movies and music and all that. I was a huge James Van Der Beek fan.
Yeah,
And
sure.
and when Varsity Blues, when we watched that for the first time, I was hooked, man. I didn't watch Dawson's Creek. I missed that one, but Varsity Blues was the entree into James Van Der Beek's acting career. And then you showed me a movie again. I wouldn't have thought of this one, The Rules of Attraction, where he plays a not so nice guy, but the character always cracked me up because I was pretty cynical then. So
Yeah. He's an angsty drug, like a piece of shit drug dealer. So what are you gonna do?
how
Now,
long
Varsity Blues is just one of my favorite movies in general.
is it really?
I love Varsity Blues.
I
How
knew.
can you not?
Wow, one of your
Yeah,
uh
it's
that
it's hard if I see it on to not watch it.
I'm the same exact way. Yes,
Yeah.
when Varsity Blues is on, it's staying on. Even if it's on TV and there's commercials in between, it's just staying on till the end.
Mhm. Can't go wrong. So, and that's Paul, the starting quarterback, Paul Walker, rest in peace, and then his backup, James Van Der Beek. So,
Yeah.
oh, Mox. So, but it's a shame.
Jonathan Moxon's only one man.
He is. I don't want your life. No, but before we get into it, I mean, so I'm going to try and see this in theaters any way that I can. And that is one of his last, he's got two things that he filmed before he passed. Um, One does not involve us. It's a spot in a prequel, Legally Blonde, called Elle. Okay.
Yeah.
But he's got a starring role in a horror movie, which will be his last starring credit for a film, which is going to be The Gates, which you can find that trailer online now. Definitely one that I plan on seeing in theaters at this point because, like, man, it sucks. So I always like the guy, and one of the reasons why I like the guy is as we hit the rewind back to all these shows plucking young stars from dramas, he was not one of them to get plucked into those horror movies. I know, like, he
No.
was left out. But what he was good at was making fun of himself. So he gets that where he appeared, his first one, Scary Movie.
I absolutely love it. I completely forgot because I actually saw it was very uncomfortable. The previous guest on the podcast, Chris Henley, who does the abandoned explorations. His dad, I call him Uncle Didi, he took us to see Scary Movie, having no idea what was the kind of content that would be within that rated R movie. So I forgot I actually saw that one in theaters. And you're right, the parody of Dawson. It is just
Yeah.
that's him. He was there.
Go ahead. Wrong set.
Yeah. So it's like that in the realm of like while he was doing Dawson's Creek, that's where he ended up. But also was never afraid to poke fun at himself in other things. So in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, he and Jason Biggs are playing themselves as the actors for the Blunt Man and Chronic movie that's coming out, and when they run into Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, they think they're stunt doubles, but
Holy shit, you're the Dawson!
James, actually. James Van Der Beek.
And what's up with Pacey stealing Joey away from you? If I was you, I would have drowned his ass in the creek and shit.
You actually watched that show?
again, characters of himself. And then there's a show I didn't watch. It got recommended. It's called Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23, where the neighbor is one of the neighbor is James Van Der Beek as James Van Der Beek. So props to the guy for being able to have a laugh and taking on those roles. I know some people try to avoid it, but good for him for not being afraid to be laughed at or make fun of himself.
Not at all. No, he was great in that respect. But I'm so glad we kicked it off there. Scary movie. He shows up as Dawson.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. And that's something we can get into. We'll get with Scream 7 coming. We got another scary movie coming, so we'll see which way they go. I know Marlon Wayans said that trailer is going to come out right like the week Scream gets released.
Oh, that's awesome. So so Scream in theaters. We're definitely going to see that trailer, right?
Yeah, so they're really piggybacking off of it. Just so, hey, whatever. It's all good. But now let's take a little dive into the horror movies that James Van Der Beek was in. And the first one was in 2006, and I actually just watched this in preparation. It was called The Plague. In 1983, all children under 9 fall into comas worldwide, with newborns affected too. 10 years later, they awaken simultaneously. Well, I'm not going to. So let me break it down to you. So you have not seen Pluribus on Apple TV.
I have. I don't think I've seen anything on Apple TV.
All right. So the crazy thing about this is it very much like Pluribus, which is just wrapped up its first season. I'm like, the similarities are pretty cool. Now, the one thing in our description that we had pulled that leaves out is opens up, kid starts having a seizure, guy runs to the hospital, like dad takes him to the hospital. It's like, what's going on? And a nurse, fuck, there's just kids everywhere and they're all seized out, passed out, catatonic.
Wow.
Any child that's born is the same thing. And twice a day, every day, twice a day, they all have seizures. So 2 seizures a day, and it's like, why? Like, what you're seeing is there's something else inside them, and the seizures are to get some like movement and muscle growth.
Okay.
And then one day they wake up, they're violent, and they start killing the adults, and they're operating as a hive mind. So what one learns, they all learn. And they start setting up like roadblocks and eventually pick up some weapons and
Why?
yeah,
So-
right. And produced by Clive Barker.
Okay, I did read that somewhere. Yes,
Yeah.
his connection with that movie. Okay, so then, both Clive Barker and James Van Der Beek at that time they weren't like the hottest thing at that point in time. So what was the production value? I am going to go back and watch The Plague because it sounds really, really interesting. But, you see kind of almost Academy Award type status with one of your favorites from last year, Weapons. What kind of production quality did The Plague have?
You know what it had that it reminded me of in production quality? Session 9.
Oh, okay.
Like, where you got the good cast and everything, but the set is a little limited. You can,
I, I
that's the best way I can put it. It had that kind of air.
So no, that makes sense for the time, because I don't remember this one in theaters. That was at a time where I definitely would have seen pretty much any horror movie in theaters. So, and I wasn't as in tune as you were with like the independent cinema at that time either. But having watched it, what did you think?
I enjoyed it, and it's one of those things like you'll enjoy it if you like the slower pace, but it is a lower production value. It's clever. Its ending is okay. the added drama is built in that James Van Der Beek he was in prison and now he's back
Hmm.
and he's looking for a place to crash and he crashes at his friend's house yeah,
Okay.
but then it's interacting with his ex-wife, so they try and add in like if there is some depth there to the story.
I
And
would think
then
so.
and
If Clive Barker was involved, I would think that it would have, even at its bare bones, um, something a little bit deeper, a little bit darker, you
yeah,
know.
and an 88-minute runtime, it hits all the spots. Like you'll hit the grief of the parents with their children waking up but then not being who they remember.
Hmm.
um you get that dystopian aspect where they're like, you hear on the TV, it's just like it might be, the government is going to make it illegal to make any more children because
Oh,
they're born catatonic. Like,
right.
yeah,
Okay. No, I mean this does sound one. James Van Der Beek, Clive Barker, um,
88-minute runtime.
88-minute runtime, creepy
Yeah,
kids. I mean, we've taken a chance at the video store in the past on much, much worse. Um,
you have,
so
you have.
in honor of James Van Der Beek, I think I will go back to this one.
I think this one's the move because I based it on reviews from his other movies where like, okay, I guess Clive Barker put it over the top as to why I chose this one over, let's say, Final Draft,
Hmm.
which is where James Van Der Beek stars as an aspiring screenwriter, Paul Twist. He locks himself in his apartment for 18 days to finish a horror script about a maniac clown, but the isolation blurs reality and fantasy, driving him insane. If you look at the cover art, it's him in the clown costume. It has very poor ratings across the board.
Yeah.
Um, so
Which stinks because I really like the basis for that. I love when kind of a writer goes mad. Like obviously, who's the best at writing that? Of course, Stephen King. But I do like when that dynamic's at play. But that time in horror, that time for the home video releases, I can totally see that just not being good.
yeah, and I'll tell you, like the Plague doesn't have much better ratings. However, um, it's more on the 50% side over use. Like looks like it's developed a little of a cult appreciation compared to some of his other work.
Okay.
At least at least compared to what you call it, Final Draft. Uh, Anywho, now the other one where it's like, all right, I do have a soft spot for, and I'm going to watch this because it's on Tubi.
Okay.
The Plague is also on Tubi.
Oh,
I'm going to watch uh, Eye of the Beast. If you've been listening to the show, then you know I love like those cheap sci-fi channel movies. They're either entertaining or so bad that they're good. And sci-fi, like as long as it doesn't skip around and try and pretend it's something it's not and just leans into what it is, like a sci-fi channel movie, then it'll be just fine.
hmm.
And in Eye of the Beast, we have James Van Der Beek starring as the scientist facing hostility from locals and racial tensions. He's investigating dwindling fish stocks in a small Canadian fishing town on Lake Winnipeg, discovering a giant squid is responsible and must fight to stop it. Oh my goodness, dude. Did you look at like the cover for that?
The Eye of the Beast? No.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Are you able to look up things right now?
Yes. All right.
I want you to look at the cover art for Eye of the Beast and then just do maybe a little image because when I'm talking about lower budget, I mean the squid arm. I mean, this looks like a Muppet.
All right, let's see. Oh no. I'm looking at the All right, let's see if I can share my screen here. This whoa. Yeah, I'm seeing some really goofy stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I can honestly say I probably wouldn't This won't be one that I'll be watching.
I'm going to going for it.
That's
I'm going for it.
I can't get a big image of it. That's the problem here. Darn. All right, I'll continue to look for a big image of it, and then we'll put that up on screen when I have a sec.
Oh boy, that's gonna be something.
Hey, James Van Der Beek would love it. If there's one thing that you already said is he loved he could take a joke, especially on himself.
I mean, I think that's what we're looking at with Eye of the Beast.
I at least amazing.
Yeah. Man, what's the runtime on this bad boy? So we got an hour 30.
Okay.
Fine. Fine. If you're in the under 90 minutes and under, I'm just gonna throw it on because I need more short movies in my life. They used to be the standard, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
anyway, fucking Titanic or whatever, making them longer. Who, I mean, plenty of other long movies. So yeah,
The beast. No, I'm looking
but
for it. I can't find a full size image. That's my big problem here.
yeah.
Let's
Well, I can find it and I'll show it to you next time we get to record one of these bad boys in person.
All right, let's see. Wait. Oh, I might be able to do this. Ha ha ha, there she is.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yes, this is perfect.
Come on, man.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
All right then, from the Maneater series.
We don't have any with the like an actual like screenshot from the movie with the arm.
Now, let's see.
Oh, there's one. Look
There's
at that.
one.
To the left.
Okay, well, let's see.
Go back.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
That's a little pixelated. Darn, come on. Don't you want to put the production people who put these pictures up? Let's go. Eye of the Beast. Hey, there's one.
There it is. That's the one I was looking at.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh boy.
Joe, but being in independent cinema, you can appreciate it, right?
Hey, you got to go for it. And if it's going to be a cloth squid arm, then it's a cloth squid arm, or I don't know what that's made of.
Oh,
Raincoat material.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, James Van Der Beek would love it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then moving on from that one again, it looks like he hit the hey, you're not getting any big offers right now, so you might as well start doing some indie horror or like, well, The Plague's not indie, that's Sony, but The Plague might have been one of the reasons we saw less of them for a while.
Hmm.
Maybe I don't know, but you go The Plague 2006, Eye of the Beast 2007, Final Draft also 2007. No horror until then, but he does make an appearance in Bad Hair that came out in 2020. I don't know if you saw that one. It's currently it was on Hulu, might still be on Hulu.
That's
Set in
right.
1989, ambitious assistant Anna gets her hair weave to advance the image-obsessed music TV world, but the weave is possessed by an evil entity with a thirst for blood. And then James Van Der Beek is in that. He plays Grant, who is her boss.
Okay.
Yeah. So if that's one you're interested in, that is on Hulu. He's not in it that much, but we
I've been meaning to see a lot of these Hulu horror movies. They have them kind of sectioned off, and I only really look for them during Halloween. So maybe over the summer, if we get one of them real dog days type days, I'll surf the Hulu and finally watch this because I think it would be a fun episode in the future to do maybe a Hulu ranking because I know you said Hulu is going away, so maybe we should get some of these Hulu original horror movies. Watch some of them and see if we can rank them at some
yeah,
point.
yeah, sure, for sure. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to like the app will be gone, but then it'll be a subsection in Disney Plus.
Okay.
So at least that's what was so far available to the public. But if you go on Disney Plus now, there is a Hulu tab.
Wow.
So, which is really interesting. When Disney Plus started, they tried to keep it Disney, Star Wars, like try to keep it like wholesome. And now putting it on and seeing like I watched The Monkey on Disney Plus just because I could, or It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, FX shows, things like that.
Yep, because Disney owns Fox now too.
They sure do.
Yay. But anyway,
Peggy Hill
hometown.
is a Disney princess.
Shout out to our hometown on the most recent episode of The Simpsons. I mean, I don't watch The Simpsons anymore, but if there's anything our hometown loves, Joe, it's when they are featured in entertainment, and Delisandro's cheesesteaks made it to The Simpsons. Ta-da.
Delisandro sure did. And the one they must have gone across the street to grab fries because they're sitting at a table outside eating cheesesteaks and there's a basket of fries on the table. And I don't know.
Ooh.
The only place you could have gone that if that was either across the street at Chubby's or they went up to Fiesta and grabbed fries. I don't know.
Mm. Mm.
So
I might have to watch this episode now. It's a shame just because I used to love The Simpsons so much growing up. I don't know. I know you followed them for a very, very long time. I can't even tell you the season I was out. Um,
I stopped watching it regularly, I think before you did.
wow. Okay. So maybe
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you the year. I couldn't tell you the season number. I think that it was when Family Guy had come back, and then Fox was pretty much giving Seth MacFarlane all kinds of shows. There was
Mhm.
the Cleveland Show, American Dad. I think, and it would be like before I watched Bob's Burgers. So maybe toward the end of King of the Hill when they were giving Seth MacFarlane all these projects, and Bob's Burgers may have started. I just may not have been into it yet. I think that's the last I can remember of tuning into The Simpsons.
Yeah, for me, I could tell you I stopped watching it religiously during season 12.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that's a good run. That's not a bad
yeah.
run. Um,
Yeah,
I'm,
it's not a Simpsons podcast, but I could go on for a long time. I've caught episodes here and there. I watched that 800th episode. Um, yeah, if you want to be depressed just hearing the, the age in a lot of their voices, where it's like just
yeah,
put it to bed.
they just can't, man. I mean,
Yeah,
God bless them. We had some great times, but yeah. Oh well.
yeah.
But Dallas
Hey,
Rose, I know it was a big deal. It was shared all over the internet. That's how I saw it. All you do is you click onto Facebook and then whoa, Delisandro's at Simpsons. But hey, we
yeah,
do love ourselves some Delisandros, and just to kind of pull this card, like we did when we were teenagers. We were there before it was cool, before it was a tourist attraction and a pop culture phenomenon, before Jimmy Fallon went there because of the Roots and all that stuff. We were there when you could actually sit at the counter, read the daily news, and watch the Flyers game. So
if you were lucky to get a seat at the counter.
if you were lucky, luckily when we were
Yeah, I mean,
younger, it happened a lot after tournaments where we'd be coming from the Northeast and they were open till
yeah,
midnight. Our dads all had the same idea and said, "Hey, let's get
yeah.
cheesesteaks and delis on the way back."
Oh yeah. I mean, when I started playing football, if I had practice across the street,
Oh man.
yeah, no brainer. My dad was picking me up and we are grabbing a couple steaks. So
Yep.
yeah, I mean, things change. I don't know. I do miss that being able to go and grab a spot at the counter, but out of my control. It's the way she goes.
Tonight Show and Simpsons fame now. I don't think we'll ever get back to that counter, Joe. It's a memory.
No, they've gutted it. So that's not happened when I looked inside last time. No, I mean we go on in the world of cheesesteak, but I don't know. Maybe we'll do an episode at some point of Simpsons characters and things voices of the Simpsons and what horror they've gone in. Because I know Yardley Smith's definitely got some. Um, Hank Azaria definitely.
Oh yeah. And I'm
Um,
sure there's a lot of horror characters that have made their way onto The Simpsons.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
well,
Julie Kavner is just. Oh my God, her voice is just gone.
yeah. I mean, she's been at it for a very
Well,
long.
she's 76 years old, 75 years old.
Yeah. I mean, come on, guys.
So
Anyway, but
anyway, the gates. That's going to be James Van Der Beek's, you know, last role. Are we able? Can you put the trailer on here?
Let me see. Let me look
You
for.
think we'll get dinged?
I think we will, but the thing is, one cool thing that has been happening is we haven't gotten any copyright strikes. So if we get dinged, then the place just they just monetize it, which is fine.
Yeah.
You know,
Who are we? We are the Red River Horror Podcast.
wow, that was really loud. Okay, we're gonna go on to my. Let's see if we can share this. And
Because here's
I'll
here's
cut.
the thing: those movies we were talking about with like the Plague, Guy the Beast, the Clown, what like these are all very low rated. This one looks really good.
You must be the guys I've been hearing about. Tell me exactly what happened.
We just wanted to have a great night.
I had to keep my feet up.
We about to roll out.
No one can walk on my sneakers.
There was a backup on the highway.
It can't be slower than this. Swerve! Oh, let's go, G!
No one running away.
Oh, hell no.
Hold on.
Wanna go in there?
Yeah.
We were just trying to pass through.
It ain't opening, so now what?
Just ask someone for help. And we saw something.
Go!
And now the psycho is after us.
That is Jacob, my pastor.
Oh, what the hell?
Tell the truth.
I swear to God. I think we're locked in here.
I have been called upon to lead this community. And those boys seek to destroy us.
We have to get to the police before that guy does.
They're not gonna believe us in a place like this.
Find them. And let God's will be done.
Kid, I just need your help. Hey. I'm telling you the truth. He is the threat. No.
You understand now? Inside these gates, I'm a god. I saw you. No, you've seen what happens when people get in my way.
Yes, no, that looks fun. I like that.
Yeah.
Gooding is in it, one of the core four. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son. All right then. James.
Yeah. No.
Badass with a gun. Huh.
Yeah. I am down with it. So let's go. The gates.
The
Does
gates.
it have so the trailer just dropped. I don't know if it was like an opportunist drop being like, hey, or if it was already planned, because usually they have the release dates already planned well in advance, right? I mean, they couldn't have been like, I think the trailer released right before he passed.
Yeah, let me see if I can find something on the gates. Hopefully it gets a theatrical release, because I would see that. That looks fun.
Yeah. Well, it's scheduled for March 13th.
Yeah. And again, it's Lions Video. There you go. I just searched it in the old Google machine. And it's just funny. The headlines, it pulls up BuzzFeed. James Van Der Beek transforms into pure evil in new viral trailer. People magazine. James Van Der Beek shocks as a sinister pastor in The Gates trailer, one of his final roles before his death. It's like, James Van Der Beek looks pretty badass in this. I've never seen, I don't know that I've seen him in this kind of role in anything that I've watched him in.
No. So let's give him some support. You know, I don't know if the family gets anything off the residuals or the box office. I'm sure you already got paid. So either way, we'll do our part to make his last film a success. Hopefully we'll spread the word, try and get people to go.
Yeah. Okay. And this is from Variety, directed by John Burr. The upcoming thriller will be in theaters March 13th. Huh. All right, then.
There we go.
All right, so we're going to have to keep our eye out on this one. I'm excited.
I know that's right.
That actually, that just looks fun. That looks,
Yeah, I'm down. So rest in peace, Mr. James Van Der Beek.
Yeah, we don't do this too often, Joe. And I did want to do a whole episode for when Tony Todd passed, but I felt like we did cover. I felt like we paid proper tribute, bringing Jeffrey on and kind of like someone who knew him actually talk about his final role and what had happened. We paid tribute to the Undertaker's career, someone that was we all grew up with. But I thought it was important for this one, and I'm glad you kind of brought it as a topic because I did appreciate James Van Der Beek's work quite a bit, even if he wasn't a horror guy at heart. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. It was we have your work to look at and over time, and when Varsity Blues is on again, wait, this side, we're gonna be watching every time.
Yeah. So, headed on that somber note, it's been episode number 127 of the Red River Horror Podcast, and go see The Gates March 13th, and remember to keep traveling those channels of fear.
Thanks so much for tuning in to the Red River Horror Podcast. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, and share. For great written horror content, go to redriverhorror.com. On Spotify or Apple Music, leave us a comment. Or if you have a thought about the show, just email redriverhorror@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and as always, thank you for following those channels of fear.